Audiobooks for Everyone presents Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Full book summary. Alice, a young girl full of curiosity and imagination, is sitting by the river with her sister when she sees a white rabbit rush past. He's wearing a waistcoat, checking a pocket watch, and muttering about being late. Fascinated, Alice follows him and falls down a long rabbit hole into a strange underground world called Wonderland. She lands in a hallway with many locked doors and a small golden key. She drinks from a bottle labeled "Drink Me" and shrinks small enough to fit through a tiny door, but forgets the key on the table. After eating a cake labeled "Eat Me," she grows so large that she fills the room. Eventually, she figures out how to return to a manageable size and enters Wonderland. Along her journey, she meets all kinds of bizarre and talking creatures. She swims through a pool of her own tears and meets animals like a dodo and a mouse, who try to dry off by having a nonsense race called a caucus race, where everyone wins. Later, the white rabbit mistakes Alice for his maid and sends her to fetch his gloves. Inside his house, she eats something that makes her grow enormous again, getting stuck inside the room. She scares everyone off and escapes. Alice then meets a blue caterpillar smoking a hookah on a mushroom. He gives her confusing advice and tells her that eating different sides of the mushroom will make her grow or shrink. Alice uses the mushroom to control her size more carefully from then on. Next, she meets the Cheshire Cat, a wide-grinning feline who appears and disappears at will. He gives her odd advice and tells her she can visit either the Mad Hatter or the March Hare. Alice chooses to visit both and stumbles into a mad tea party, where time has stopped at 6 o'clock, forever tea time. The Hatter, March Hare, and Dormouse tell nonsensical stories and riddles, including the famous one, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" Alice eventually gets fed up and leaves. She finds a door in a tree and re-enters the hallway from the beginning, finally getting into the lovely garden she saw before. There, she finds living playing cards painting white roses red. She meets the King and Queen of Hearts, who rule Wonderland. The Queen is loud, angry, and constantly shouting, "Off with their heads." Alice is invited to play a bizarre game of croquet, using flamingos as mallets and hedgehogs as balls. The game is completely chaotic. The Cheshire Cat reappears, and the Queen grows furious with him. Later, Alice attends a trial where the Knave of Hearts is accused of stealing the Queen's tarts. The trial is filled with silly witnesses, bad logic, and random evidence. Alice begins to grow larger again and bravely challenges the Queen's nonsense. The Queen orders her execution, but Alice stands up to her and says, "You're nothing but a pack of cards." Suddenly, all the cards fly up into the air and fall on Alice. She wakes up on the riverbank beside her sister, realizing it was all a strange dream. She tells her sister about the wild adventure and goes home for tea, leaving her sister deep in thought about the wonder and imagination of childhood.